Welcome back to Finvidyaa. This is Aditya Pathak, your educator in this video. In today's video, we are going to talk about when, why, where we use F-test. In our previous videos, we have seen other tests, and today we are going to talk about, in brief, F-test. So, what is F-test? The F-test is a statistical test used to compare two variances, that is the spread of data, right? It uses the F distribution, that is a probability distribution that arises when comparing the variances, right? And the F test is named after Ronald A. Fisher. He was the developer of this F test, right? Coming to the formula of F test, as you can see over your screen at this particular point, right, F is equal to S1 square by S2 square, right, where S1 square, that is the variance of the sample 1, S2 square is the variance of sample 2, right? So by convention, S1 square is greater than S2 square to ensure that the F value is greater than or equal to 1, right? Why do we use the F test, right? First point is to test if two populations have the same variance, right? To check if a regression model is statistically significant. And the third point, to compare multiple group variances or group means basis of ANOVA, analysis of variance. For our part, or our field in accounting and finance research, F-test helps in comparing the risk, that is variability of returns across firms. In management studies, it is used to test differences in performance across certain divisions, right? In econometrics, F-test is used in regression to test whether explanatory variables collectively influence the dependent variable, right? So I have given you the three different examples from three different genres, right? So assumptions of F-test. The first is that the data should be normally distributed, right? A bell-shaped curve should be coming up if we are plotting it in the graph. Second is the samples must be independent. And the third is populations should be normally distributed with equal means. That is for the variance test, right? So in very brief and in very simple terms, what is the steps of F-test? How do we conduct F-test? So in this particular video, we are not going very in-depth in this particular topic, and I assume that the viewer of this particular video is a beginner, right? So from that perspective, I'm making this video. So for doing the basic F-test, what we gonna do is, the first is state hypothesis, right? First we look after the problem which we are going to solve out, decide our null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis, right? For the null hypothesis, the variances are equal, we assume it. For the alternate hypothesis, we assume that the variances are not equal. Fine. The second step is to compute the sample variances, denoted by S1 square and S2 square, right? And the third point, calculation of F statistic. The formula is F equals the larger variance in the numerator and the smaller variance in the denominator. The fourth point, find the critical value from F distribution table based on the degrees of freedom and significance level. When you see the different tables of F distribution, you will be having certain degree of freedoms and significance level. The most famous one is 5% significant level. Also we have 0.1, 1 and etc. we have. Now coming to the fifth step, that is the decision rule. If F calculated value which you have calculated is greater than the F critical value, we reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternate hypothesis. What does this F calculated and F critical value mean? F calculated value is that value which you have calculated, and F critical value is the value which you got from the table after comparison your degrees of freedom and significance level, right? So if this is greater, your calculated value, then we are going to reject the H0, or that is null hypothesis, and accept the alternate hypothesis. Otherwise, if F critical value is greater than F calculated value, we are going to accept the null hypothesis, right? This was a very basic explanation of F statistic. In our upcoming videos, we are also going to see this particular topic in details, right? And if you are having any query, any sort of doubt, please do comment, and we will try our level best to make your doubt clear. And also, if we feel that the doubt needs a separate explanation video, we will definitely make for you, right? Thank you so much for tuning in to Finvidyaa. This was Aditya, your educator in this particular video. Also, please like, share, subscribe this channel. Such simple videos in simple language are being planned out for the near future. So I hope this channel will definitely help you in your preparations for your undergraduate, PG, your research papers and all. Thank you so much for tuning in to Finvidyaa. Thank you.